Good evening, Apba baseball fans. This is Philip Reynolds, and I'm here with tonight's pregame, Game 6 live kind of talk show, I guess you would call it. The reason I'm doing this first is because what happens if I switch my camera, I have to edit it, and I figure it'd be easier to get the pregame stuff first, and then uh, you won't see me, but I'll be talking doing game commentary and stuff like that, being the announcer and commentating the game. Our lineups for Game 6 are Gillum, Reese, Snyder, Robinson, Hodges, Demeter, Amoros, Farilla, and Campanella. The only difference is Demeter is the DH. I got to select the DH for this particular game. The Indians lineup is Santana, Kipnis, Lindor, Napoli, Ramirez, Chisenhall, Coco Crisp, Nakeen, and Perez. The only difference is Coco Crisp is in the lineup. And their DH is Santana because he's not being used as DH, he's usually in the outfield. I've noticed. In our pitchers for the Dodgers, they have. I gotta see what his first name is. His name is Clement Levine, pitching, and he's a grade C pitcher with a B notation, and he's a grade C B pitcher with a Y notation. Sorry about that. And he went 10 innings. The original Game 6 for the Dodgers in their 56 series went 10 innings, and he pitched all 10. The Indians, they have, let me see here. They have Joshua Tomlin, Daniel Otero, Salazar, Jeffrey Manship, Zachary McAllister, and Michael Clevelanger. Tomlin went 2.1 innings. He's a grade C with a Z notation. Otero went 0.2 innings, and he's a grade A and C with a Z notation. Salazar went 2 innings. He's a grade B pitcher with a W, X, Y, and Z notation. Manship went 0.2 of an inning after that. He's a B pitcher with a W notation. And there's Zachary McAllister. He went 1.1 innings, and he's a grade DB pitcher with an X notation. And Clevelanger is a grade C pitcher with a W notation. The Indians had a field rating of 40, and the Dodgers have a field rating of 41. I think the big thing in this matchup is going to be the Indians used a lot of pitchers, and the Dodgers did not use a lot of pitchers. So that could affect the game somehow. And also you had like Chisenhall, he only batted once in the game. Coco Crisp only batted once in the game. And Nakeen batted twice in the game. So we'll see how that factors into the game. And basically the Gomes was the pitch hitter for Chisenhall, and then Martinez came in. and then Geyer took over for Coco Crisp, and Davis uh, took over for Nakeen. So does all that make a difference in the game or not? I don't know. I couldn't say. It's just kind of one of those things that you have to wait and see how the game plays out. But based on this, the one thing I can say, it looks like the if the Dodgers get shelled early, if Levine if the Indians get a lot of run early, it could affect the game outcome because then they're going to have to. I mean, it makes no sense if Levine's in there in the fifth inning and the Indians have a 7-0 lead. You've got to take him out and put a fresh pitcher in. It just doesn't make sense to leave a guy in there who went really 10 innings, but who's getting shelled 7-0. I mean, you still have 4 innings to go basically, and you got to you would have to give the Dodgers a chance to make a go of it, because if the Indians are up 7-0, it's like, and it's still in the fifth. I mean, you might as well really stop the game because it's almost like a mercy rule comes into effect. I mean, it's kind of like playing the Padres. You know, if you're up 10 to 15 runs and it's only the third inning, they might as well call the game and say, "Hey, take the win." You know, I'm surprised that's something baseball games don't do. Once a team gets up 10 or 12 runs in a game, mercy rule comes into effect, just like it does in Little League Baseball. You know, if in Little League Baseball, if team's up by 10 after 4 or 5, I think it's 4 innings, then the game's over with. Maybe that's a good way to shorten baseball games. What do you think? All right, guys. Well, it's time to get started. I'll end this stream, and I'm going to go live, and could make a lot of mistakes, but that's okay. I'm ready to live with it.